Hey, Cam, we hear from every coach, bring your own energy. How do you try to do that in a silent arena?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that's something that you can control is your energy and your work ethic. And, it's the older guys trying to drag the guys into the fire. We know obviously that it's empty buildings, it's quiet, it's definitely not what we're all used to, and it's during the regular season as well. But we have to find a way to pick each other up and play with that energy, no matter what.
What would it mean to have fans in the stands, even 500?
Yeah, I mean, it would be something. It's obviously nice to have, I guess, family to an extent, but I think we take it for granted how important fans are, whether it's home or away. It's a big reason why guys play the game. But yeah, I mean, it would be definitely nice to have, if it's safe, people in the stands.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Dave Metzel. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, Cam, kind of picking up on that. You guys haven't played a home game since March 1st. Is there any excitement about being home, playing on your rink, using your own room for once and getting out there and playing a game at home?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we're obviously comfortable with. Especially me being hurt a lot last year. I haven't played a home game in a long time. So, different circumstances too with no fans. But I'm excited to play here. I'm just excited to turn the page and get on the right foot myself.
Speaking of that, you guys collectively as a group want to get jump started with no practice time, limited opportunities to work on your game or work on X's and O's or whatever it is you need to do. How do you get yourself kind of unstuck a little bit?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, like a practice today, whether it's a pregame skate, you can't take it for granted. You have to go out there and try to be as the hardest worker and work on your craft and work on things that you would typically work on when the season is, I guess, normal. So especially power play, it's going out there and trying to score every time or just getting shots and feeling comfortable and confident. And I think that's a huge thing. So whenever we're on the ice, we can't take it for granted.
Cam, you guys seem to have good energy, good pace to that game. That last game in Detroit, is it more than just that? Because we talk about energy all the time. It looked like you had that in that last game in Detroit, but it just wasn't converting into goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to score goals, but at the same time, it was sloppy on both ends. Pucks were bouncing, which is no excuse, but we had a chance to win the game. We had some opportunities, some power play times to really step on their throats, and we didn't execute. And I think that's what it really comes down to. So that's where practice comes in. It's what I talked about with you. It's, not taking these days for granted. So yeah, I think it's a lot of that and just getting the job done. Scoring greasy goals. You might think you're working hard, but you're really not. Or playing with energy, but you're really not. So it's just getting that mindset.
Thanks, Cam.
Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Brian.
Cam, how different is the atmosphere now as compared to what you guys had in the bubble? I mean, is the biggest thing to play just the fact that you're on playoff games?
Yeah, it's, playoffs are playoffs. It doesn't take much to get up for those because there's so much on the line. Not that there's not during the regular season, but it's just different. It was something that we weren't used to. So you're kind of going to there with a clean slate and not really know what to expect. We obviously know what to expect, but it's just different. It's a regular season, but it's also a sprint. So all these games are so important. Even when you don't think that you can take a night off, it's really important to perform every single time you do have a game. But it's you have to create your own energy, and your work ethic is something that you can show every single time.
You seem like a guy who might know the answer to this question, but did you notice any difference with the pucks in that first 3 games or so? I mean, I know there was a whole thing about how they're changing pucks out for the puck tracking thing. Some guys were saying it wasn't sliding, correctly. Did you notice anything?
I can't really. I mean, guys were talking about it in the locker room a little bit. I can't really pinpoint one specific shift or practice or at the end of the day, it's, you still have to put the puck in the net no matter what. And every single ice surface is different. So it's can't really use that as an excuse.
Yeah. Can you believe Boone has been here 8 years now?
Yeah, I can, because I've been here 10. So time flies, I guess. It's, time flies. It's crazy. He's been a core guy for a long time, and definitely happy to have him on our side.
Did you know that? Were you guys aware that he passed Brandon Dubinsky for 6th all time in franchise scoring history with that goal the other night?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guy that probably doesn't is a scorer necessarily, but I mean, he's right there in the rankings. I mean, how important is he? You kind of mentioned it, but how important is he to the overall thing here that you guys got going?
Yeah, he's got more goals than me this year, so he's doing something right. You can never, you know what to expect out of him every single night, every single day in practice and games. He literally drags guys into the fight and is always the hardest working guy, always hard on the forecheck. He's always in front of the net, making it hard. He deserves all the credibility, even though you said that he doesn't get it, but I'm sure every single team out there wants a Boone Jenner on their team.